Hi, welcome back to Amrutha's kitchen. Today I'm going to show you Palak Paneer. Palak Paneer is a main course dish you can eat with rice or roti. It's made from spinach and cheese. It takes 45 minutes to cook. Now I show you all the ingredients. Now I show you the spinach. It's a 1 bag baby spinach that is 16 ounces or 1 frozen spinach, 300 grams. I use Nanak Paneer brand. I already cut into cubes. This is the size I cut it. If you don't want to use paneer, you can use tofu. Any tofu will be okay, medium firm tofu, but I use the organic tofu. If you don't want to use paneer or a tofu, you can use potatoes or 1 can of chickpeas.
Go.
The vegetables are 1 green chilli chopped, 2 onions chopped, 3 tomatoes chopped. If you don't have tomatoes, you can use half a can of tomato sauce. 1 tablespoon of ginger garlic paste. If you don't have together, you can use half tablespoon of ginger, half tablespoon of garlic. 1 to 2 tablespoons of sour cream. If you are a vegan, you don't need to use sour cream. You can eat this curry with naan or rice. I use this India Life naan or breakstone naan. 2 to 3 stacks of chopped cilantro for garnishing. For seasoning, you use 5 tablespoons of oil, any cooking oil, okay. 1.5 tablespoon of unsalted butter, 2 teaspoons of salt, 2 teaspoons of coriander powder, 1 teaspoon of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of cumin powder, 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds, half teaspoon of turmeric, half teaspoon of garam masala, and 4 cloves and 2 to 3 cinnamon sticks. Usually use this kind of cinnamon sticks. You can break it and use as small ones like these ones. Now I'll show you how to prepare spinach sauce. First you have to put 4 cups of water into the pan because I'm using baby spinach. If you are using the fresh spinach, you can put only 3 cups of water, or if you are using frozen spinach, you use 2 cups of water. So you bring the water to the boiling temperature. When the water is boiling, you can add pinch of salt. See, now the water is boiled, the bubbles are coming. You add the spinach into the boiling water. I'm using the whole bag because when you blend it, the paste, the sauce will be very little once the spinach cooks. So I'm putting the whole spinach because the spinach is washed one. I'm using directly. Leave the spinach for 2 to 3 minutes in the boiling water. After leaving the spinach in the hot water for 3 minutes, I'm going to strain it. Keep the water aside, don't throw it. You're going to use the water later in the preparation. After straining it out, you just wash the spinach in cold water for a second. I'm using a hand blender to blend the spinach into a paste. If you don't have a hand blender, you can use the juice blender to make it into a paste. So this is how the spinach should be after blending. Now you on the stove and take a saucepan. Put 5 tablespoons of oil, any cooking oil. I already put 4 tablespoons before, now I added 1 tablespoon, and you add 1.5 tablespoons of unsalted butter. As the butter melted, you add a clove, 4 cloves, 2 to 3 cinnamon sticks, 1 teaspoon cumin seeds, and half teaspoon of turmeric. Then you add green chilies, the chopped green chilies. Once the green chilies starts popping, you add onions, the chopped 2 onions. If you don't want too many onions, you can just use 1 onion too. So you just fry it and add a pinch of sugar. Sugar gives a different flavor to the sauce. Just a pinch of sugar, and in the medium flame you fry the onions. You have to fry the onions for 2 to 3 minutes or until they turn reddish brown. See, the onions turned into reddish brown. Now I am going to add 1 tablespoon of ginger garlic paste. I prefer homemade ginger garlic paste. If you don't have time, you can buy it from any store, ginger garlic paste. After adding ginger garlic paste, I'm going to add the chopped tomatoes, 3 tomatoes. If you don't have tomatoes, you can use half can of tomato sauce. After adding tomatoes, I'm adding 1 teaspoon of chili powder, 2 teaspoons of coriander powder, half teaspoon of garam masala. Garam masala is a mix of spices. You can buy MDH brand or any other brand. And half teaspoon of cumin powder, or 1 teaspoon also good. Cumin powder gives a lot of flavor and it's very tasty. After putting all the ingredients, just roast it and leave it for 2 to 3 minutes. I'm adding salt to 2 spoons of salt to 1, 2. If I'm using the timer to put it for 3 minutes. After frying the tomatoes for 3 minutes, you add the spinach paste what we blended, the whole paste into this sauce. I'm cleaning the whole sauce. See, when you mix it, because it looks bit thick, I'm going to add 1 cup of the leftover boiled spinach water so that it becomes bit liquid. Boil it for 5 to 10 minutes. Toast the naan on the stove top with a little bit of butter adding. When you toast the naan on the stove top, it's much tastier than toasting in the toaster oven. After chopping paneer into cubes, put some hot water. The hot water makes the cubes softer, and leave it for 2 to 3 minutes. After 10 minutes cooking, you add the paneer cubes. Take the paneer cubes from the water, add it to the curry. All the cubes you can add it. Look at how soft they are, because when they are soft they absorb all the sauce. Add 1 or 2 tablespoons of sour cream. If you don't want to add, you don't need to add, and stir it and cook it for another 10 minutes. While cooking, you can taste the sauce and check whether you need salt or chili powder. Toasting the naan with butter on the stove top pan. Toast the naan until it's a bit roasted for a minute or 2. See, the naan is toasted into a reddish brown color. After 10 minutes cooking, you can see the oil on the surface. That means the palak paneer is done. It's cooked. You can stir it. Now you can turn off the stove and take in a bowl with the paneer. Look how nicely it's green and white. It's cooked. You can garnish with the cilantro. Now you can enjoy palak paneer with naan. Yummy! So you can look at it how much palak paneer I made with one bag of spinach. It'll feed you 4 to 6 people. If there will be leftovers, you can eat next day too with naan, rice or bread, whatever. I hope you guys will enjoy this palak paneer dish. Let me know with your feedback in my account. Thank you. If you like to cook it for 2 people, you can just cut all the ingredients in half.